What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Steals Forever with gamers that play games, and I'm back back in the building. That's right, your boy Steals Forever is back in the building, hitting you guys with my Ubisoft E3 2014 impression video. Now, I'm gonna say this off top. Going into E3, I just had the notion as far as like publisher, from a publisher standpoint, that Ubisoft was just going to destroy E3, and pretty much to me personally they did. I mean, basically mostly almost everything they showed, and what they showed was like top quality, hands down. Like they showed Assassin's Creed Unity, which we saw some of the footage from the Microsoft conference, but the footage they actually showed from the Ubisoft conference just really showed like how awesome this game is. Like I said in my other video, like I don't know, for those that haven't played Black Flags, I thought Black Flags actually looked really good on the PS4 and Xbox One. But when you see like the graphics and just the attention to details, and not just that, like the amount of people that see in the crowds and stuff, is just like, it's screaming that this is next gen. This is why you bought a PS4. This is why you bought an Xbox One. And to boot, they actually even have 4-player co-op, which is, I mean, the way they integrated it into the game, it looks phenomenal. I can't wait to see more about the 4-player co-op and how it's going to be utilized in the Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, what's kind of curious about it is that they rumored before they was actually going to have a version that was going to be specifically for the 360 and PlayStation 3, which was nowhere to be seen. So maybe later on down the road, a couple more days in E3, they'll actually announce the 360 and PlayStation 3 version. But as of now, there is no Assassin's Creed for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Next up on the list was Far Cry 4, another game that I was anticipating. Love Far Cry 3. Watched the trailer for Far Cry 4. I was kind of, scared that the new villain couldn't live up to Vaz, but based off what I've seen, he kind of looks like a loose cannon, kind of like a Joker type character. Looks phenomenal. Just wish they would have showed some gameplay. I wish they would have showed, like at least a minute or two of gameplay. Hopefully, like I said, E3 just starting tomorrow on the floor, so hopefully they have some gameplay footage sometime this week. Definitely on my list to get. Next they showed Just Dance, the new Just Dance game, which is a Just Dance game. But one thing that was unique about this Just Dance game was that you actually could take your phone and basically link it to your account, and then basically you didn't need any controllers anymore. Like the phone itself will be recognized, I guess, like some type of Bluetooth technology that will allow them to track your cell phone. So instead of just having 2 or 3 or 4 players that was dancing, it could hold out like 12, 14, 16 people, as long as they had a cell phone that was registered in the account. That looks great. I know a lot of people who are into dancing games will definitely enjoy that. The next thing they showed that was really good was The Crew. Definitely looking for that. Like I said, like this year Ubisoft probably has the most games that I was definitely anticipating. The Crew looks great. I mean, it's open world MO. You can travel from North Carolina to South Carolina to Florida, all the way up to Maine, all the way back across to California and Texas. So that's definitely huge. And one thing I liked about the gameplay I seen, that they actually was mirroring the actual climate of the area that you was driving through. So if you was driving through a state that had like really cold weather, they showed the ice and the snow. If you was driving like through Nevada, they were showing the deserts. And if you was driving through a state like Virginia, where there was like heavy just forest, it looked like Virginia. So I mean, that looked fantastic. Definitely want to see more gameplay. Again, like the trailer was great, just want to see more gameplay. The Division trailer, another game they showed at Microsoft, and they actually showed gameplay, which is odd because they showed gameplay at Microsoft, but then they showed a trailer doing Ubisoft, and which seemed like they would have did the opposite and gave the trailer to Microsoft and let them show the gameplay. But either way it go, the Division is going to be definitely a AAA title for next year. And the showstopper was Rainbow Six Siege. Wow, that looked really very interesting, because it was bringing back the whole tactical aspect of being online, and you had to basically, there was a hostage in the house, and it showed the hostages barricading and setting everything up, and you had to break in and then get the hostage and keep the hostage from dying, and then escape the house with the hostage. So that looked pretty innovating within itself. So they're definitely on my radar. Can't say no more that I necessarily say I'm going to get it, but definitely one of the games I keep my eye open for the rest of E3 and going into next year. They also showed one indie game that I was watching about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it's Vigilant Hearts or Vigilant something, but it has like a more of a cartoon-like look to it, where it's based off of the actual. I'm not sure is it World War I or World War II, but it's like a guy and his dog, and it tells the story of this guy and his dog, going all the way through, basically this war and people he meet and they die. So that looks great. It looks like a great indie title. So definitely I'll probably pick that up, because right now I'm really feeling the whole indie scene of gaming, and those games are like, some of those indie games are really like top-notch quality when it comes to just them being games. So don't let the price tag fool you. Those games are like $14.99, $19.99, but they definitely still are very quality games. And overall, man, I have to give Ubisoft probably like a B plus. I definitely would give them an A if they would just show more gameplay, which I'm pretty sure that Ubisoft will be showing gameplay later on this week. But if they could have some type of way incorporated more gameplay into their conference, I definitely would have gave them an A to A plus. If think about it, they definitely would have got an A to A plus. So that's Ubisoft. I expected good things from Ubisoft, and they, in my opinion, they delivered. What do you guys think? Leave in the comment section below. Did you see anything you like? Did you see anything you definitely gonna cop day one, or did you just hate all of it? Either way it goes, I would love to hear your opinion. If you haven't already, go to Facebook, type in the search bar gamers that play games, and join our Facebook, me and Cherry Blossom's Facebook group. We definitely keeps it one-on-one. We keep it gaming, and we keep it updated with the latest news. Like always, this is your boy Steals Forever. Later.